Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Fairy Tale family, where our goal is to put a little bit of magic into your everyday. Today I am coming to you from the heart once again. As you can see by the title of this video, this is my 6-month update on life after bariatric weight loss surgery. These seem to be some of the most popular videos. Without surprise, I think everybody is really interested in other people's health journeys. And undergoing weight loss surgery is definitely perhaps not common, but it's definitely like a more dramatic solution or potential solution to a weight or morbid obesity issue. I am approaching my 6-month anniversary, which takes place January 18th of having surgery. And I wanted to give you an update because I continue to get your kind and thoughtful questions about my weight loss journey. So the last time I posted an update video, and I'll have them linked above, of course, was about 2 months out. So it was in September when I posted an update, and I had already experienced fairly dramatic weight loss at that point. I started before surgery. I'm not sure if I've ever given like the exact numbers, but I started surgery on July 18th at a weight of 238 pounds. Definitely morbid obesity put my BMI up in the 40s. And when I posted the September update video, I was just under 200 pounds. So I was close to a 40-pound mark. Now, after your 3-month anniversary hits, the team at South Coast Weight Loss and all surgical teams tell you that your weight loss is going to slow down fairly progressively. So I have slowed in my weight loss journey. I'm starting to stabilize a bit, but I'll continue to lose the most amount of weight within this first year. So the amount of pounds that you lose, like in the first 3 to 4 months, is supposed to equate to the amount of pounds that you lose from months 5 to 12. So at that point, I was just under 200. Where I stand today, and I started as a size 18-20. In that video in September, I was just into size 14s, and now I am at a 10-12 for pants, and I'm in like mediums for tops, which is really strange for me. And I just recently posted on my Instagram stories about some clearance rack sweaters that I purchased from Target. One was a size kids 14-16 for next Christmas, and one was in fact a size medium. I've never worn this shirt before, and I would have never shown my arms on camera. Not that my arms are like anything to write home about. I'm gonna show you what they can do in just a little bit, but I am down to, I weighed myself on January 1st, which was a Wednesday, and it was 164.2. So I'm projected to lose, which puts me around 70 pounds of weight lost. And I'm projected to lose between 20 and 30 more pounds. However, you don't necessarily stay at that bottom. I am really happy in the 10-12 range. Like even in high school and college, when I was, I'm not gonna say happy with my weight, but when I was good with my weight, and I was definitely much more muscular than I am right now, because with extreme weight loss comes muscle loss, which is why eating protein is so important. And I'm seeing some side effects like muscle loss as well as hair loss or hair thinning. And if you have any solutions to that, could you let me know in the comments below? My solutions have been to make sure that I'm maxing out my protein every day, that I'm taking my 1 million vitamins that I'm supposed to be taking, drinking all the water, and then I'm definitely not washing it every day either. I'm washing it every 2 or 3 days, and using like dry shampoo, texture spray, etc., using clips and buns to hold the oil away from my face. It's not that big of a deal in the winter, but my nurse practitioner said that it will regrow. That hair it will get thicker. I also just got it trimmed because I want to keep the ends as healthy as I can. But if you have any solutions or any like shampoos, products, etc. that you use that have helped you re-thicken or grow further your hair, I would love to know what they are, because I'm open to trying new things. Those are my main side effects right now, like the muscle loss, which I'm starting to do some very, very lightweight toning for, and hair thinning. My exhaustion has really steadied and like gone back to what it was. Actually, it's quite honestly a lot better. I'm far less tired than I used to be. I'm tired from life, right? I'm a parent, I work full time, we have the fairy tale family, so there's a lot going on, and I'm tired day to day, but I am without any caffeine at all. I'm still without any alcohol at all, really trying to live into that healthier lifestyle. So the pros most definitely outweigh any of the negatives. I didn't have any complications after surgery. I haven't had any complications. I've had several visits back with my surgical team. After you have surgery, they commit you to the next 5 years of appointments with them to make sure that you're staying on track. The one thing I do wish I'd been doing is going to support groups. So there are bariatric weight loss support groups about like psychology, about your triggers, about how to cope, like healthy coping mechanisms, that I feel like I'm learning on my own for sure, but it's definitely easier with a group of people who have also gone through this, and with experts like therapists and psychologists who can help you. I've been using the fairy tale family as a coping mechanism, parenting as a coping mechanism, like trying to give myself something else to throw myself into so that I'm not thinking about drinking Diet Coke. And I've also found substitutes, not addictive substitutes. So I asked at my last checkup appointment if I could start adding bubbles like back into my diet, because bubbles aren't necessarily a great thing to be drinking immediately after surgery. It can like upset the internal workings of your very cheese stick sized stomach. I almost called it a stummy, like a stomach and a tummy combined. Okay. But now that I've healed, my scars are healing. They said yes, in very small quantities, go slowly so that you can see if it upsets you. So Spindrift has been like my new savior BFF, because it's the least carbonated bubbly drink that exists in my opinion. So I like the raspberry lime one. I just tried LaCroix again this week because it helps me drink more water, and it takes me 3 to 4 hours to finish a can, but I'm also drinking other water in the meantime, and then I'm waiting, and then I'm eating, and then I'm pausing again, because it takes, you're supposed to wait at least 30 minutes before and after eating to drink. So that way your stomach isn't getting unnecessarily full. I have had several bouts of throwing up, just a couple actually, where I've definitely eaten too much too quickly, including on Christmas dinner, and then it just sits right here, and the only way to get it out is to throw it up. So it's not uncomfortable. I mean, it's not painful. It's definitely uncomfortable while you're waiting to get it out. But unlike being sick, once you throw it up, you're like, okay, I'm good, possibly even hungry again. So those instances have been fewer and fewer since surgery, because when I went back to school in September, I was being really careful, but I was still much more sensitive then. So I was like leaving class to throw up and having a teacher friend watch my kiddos, and then coming back to class and being totally fine. That has happened way less times in the past months since September. Do you want to see what my arms can do? Get ready. Mark says this isn't that bad. I can fly. So these are the things that I'm working on. Like, I'm working on targeting these areas because they really are just fat right now. It's definitely happening in my thighs, but my arms I think are probably the most offensive for me. However, that being said, I am still coming to you in this like tank toppy t-shirt and showing you my arm flabs, which I would have never done at my original weight because I was really embarrassed. Now I'm not so much embarrassed. I just know what I have to work on. But I'm overall so much happier. And I know that sounds incredibly vain, that I lost weight, so now I'm happier. It's not necessarily the pounds of weight that I'm losing. It's the way that I view my own body and the headspace it clears for me. I've talked about this in the other weight loss videos. Like during the day, I don't think about my body anymore. I'm not worried that I'm the fattest person in the room. By the way, who cares about that? I really did. I really did. When I walk into a room, that was my first thought, was to survey the other members of the room and think, everybody's gonna know that I'm the fattest here. Like it was this shameful secret that I don't carry with me. I don't identify myself as fat or overweight anymore. I don't call myself names in my head. When I make a mistake, I don't automatically think it's because you're stupid and fat. Like that negative self-talk has stopped and made way for things like goal setting and planning for my life and spending time with my family and building healthy, positive relationships and wanting to be who I am. So the happiness is derivative of my thought cycle, which I am sure you can break at any size. I just couldn't. No matter how many therapists I saw, how many journal entries I wrote, how often I thought about being a better role model for Callie as she develops into this wonderful, smart, beautiful toddler who's aware of her body and how strong she is. Like she mimics my actions, whether I like it or not. She's my little like mirror. And sometimes that's great and sometimes that's awful. So I never wanted her to come to me and say like that she saw me pinching at areas of my body or that she's ever even used the word fat before. Like she doesn't know what it means to be fat or how it made me feel. Like she's not aware of that. All she knows is that mommy had tummy surgery to make her healthier and that I couldn't eat anything but liquids until the day I could eat cheese. And still now she'll ask me, how are your tummy boo-boos doing? They're great. And I don't feel awkward being naked in front of her. I mean, we're getting to an age where she's asking questions, but I don't hide my scars from her on my tummy because I don't want to hide it, right? Like I want her to know that I did have surgery to make me healthier for her and to be stronger and better and more energetic. Like I'm not sure she grasps all of that, but she knows that we're eating more salad and we're drinking more water. Like she's the byproduct of a healthier lifestyle that I'm living. And so is Mark. Mark is on his own health and fitness journey and he always reaches his goal before I do, but we have a couples collective goal come June 5th, which is our wedding anniversary, that we're trying to meet this year in a healthy mindset, which has never been the case, I think, for me. And I think probably my negativity rubbed off on him as well. So overall, I'm just in a much better place. We're gonna do a video also on how to eat in Walt Disney World after you've had some type of weight loss journey, whether it's surgery or not, because Mark and I really took a different approach this November when we went. There was more planning, but also more flexibility in how we could eat, and it was much more cost effective, obviously, because I'm not ordering full meals, nor was I ordering alcohol of any kind, so it was definitely much more cost efficient. But I just wanted to give you an update on how I'm feeling, what's been happening. I mean, my appointments have definitely slowed down. I've had probably 4 in the last 4 months. I have another in February. I had blood work done. I don't know if you can see this little bee-boo. The girl who did my blood today was so good. But I had blood work done today, which I'm really excited about. Adulting, because they compare this panel to my pre-surgery panel. And I noticed on my paperwork before, in addition to morbid obesity, there were fatty tissues in my liver or kidney. Help, I need a medical professional. And I was vitamin D deficient. So I'm looking forward to seeing like how the blood work stacks up against each other, because one of my 2019 goals was obviously I am healthy, and that doesn't mean that I'm in peak physical condition to go run a marathon. It just means that I'm no longer morbidly obese. So I'm really looking forward to getting that information back to see if I can cross off my like last lingering goal of 2019. Should you have questions, if you have questions, please leave them in the comments. You can DM me on either Facebook at the Fairy Tale Family or Instagram at the Fairy Tale Family. All of our socials are below. I am going to be sending out this week my before after afters in images. So if you want to be on our email list, get on that. I found the original befores. So I have like befores at my biggest weight, the afters from September, and then I'm taking new ones this weekend as my afters, like 6 months out, and then I'll do this again probably like at a 9-month mark and then at a year. So I don't like to post those on socials because I'm in a sports bra and leggings, and it just feels too vulnerable to put those out onto socials. Plus, I really don't want my students to find them. So you have to be subscribed to our email list to get those, but this week will be kind of a visual update based on my body, which is hard to look at for me, but also very reaffirming. So that's it. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your love and support. If you are on your own weight loss journey, your own health journey, your own surgery experience, you're not alone. You're not alone. Whatever you're feeling, and I know what you're feeling, we have been there. I don't mean we as like plural me. I mean people who have experienced this. We've all felt those feelings. And 2020 is your year to not feel that way. Can you break your mindset? Can you have a growth mindset where perhaps you don't have that negative feedback in your head that I experienced? And if you are looking at surgery, sister, go for it. Go for it. It's not the easy way out. If that's what you're looking for, I have no advice for you. But surgery for me was a difficult, long, challenging road with results that I could never have imagined. I used to fall asleep at night smiling after surgery, thinking to myself, you're not going to be fat like this next year. You're not going to feel like this next year. And as I said in my 5 tips to make 2020 more magical video, weight loss is not on my New Year's resolution list this year. Lots of Fairy Tale Family stuff, but not my body. And that is such a relief. It's such a relief and a joy to focus on the stuff that makes me happy, the outward stuff, right? The things that I can control and not the self-conscious stuff. So do it, girl. You got this. And I love you. I'm here for you. If you need a support friend, please message me. I will respond. I will always respond. We are going to be coming at you in 2020 with so many new things. So please stay tuned and be subscribed here if you're not already. Know that I love you, and I hope you're having a magical and amazing day. We will see you in the next video, friends. Bye.